Hey everyone, I'm Mind, and welcome to the 31st episode of the Will Crew Podcast. I'm here, as always, with my co-host, Matthew, and we're here to talk about all things going on in the LEGO world this week. But first, a very special shout-out to the Brix Reviews channel members for helping support the channel, and an extra special shout-out to Pyro Tier and above, who are OG Chicken Boy, the Real Hoodie Gang, and Suntan, and also crazy special shout-out to Quarantine Gamer, who apparently subscribed to Golden Dr. Julien tier, which is the highest tier. Just out of nowhere. They haven't said anything on the channel or anything yet, so Quarantine Gamer, if you're watching this, if you have a social media you want me to shout out, let me know in the comments, and I will shout it out in the next week's episode. But if you guys want to go check out his YouTube, it's linked in the description below, because he subscribed with the Golden Dr. Julien tier, which is kind of wacky.
Let's give him a round of applause.
Thank you. If you, the viewer, want to become a channel member at any tier, would get cool perks like shout-out or access to the Brix by Mind Discord, go click the join button next to the subscribe button. But now...
I'm really active in the Brix by Mind Discord, so if you want to talk to Matthew, join.
But now, on to the podcast. This week, we have lots of topics. We'll start with what I know everybody cares the most about. The Space Jam 2 trailer was released, and Big Chungus is in it.
Big Chungus.
Did you hear about that, Matthew?
I did hear about that.
Yeah.
I don't have anything to say about it.
That was a joke. I was expecting more of a response, not for you to just sit there silently.
I don't know what you want me to say. Like, Big Chungus.
I don't know. Just talk about the Space Jam 2 trailer with me.
I didn't watch it.
It's just... Okay, we're not actually talking about Space Jam 2. We're here to talk about the first 2 episodes of Ninjago Seabound are out. And I don't know why they're out this early.
I know. I don't like it.
So it's weird to me that they're out this early, but then I gotta, I do have to, so this means it's gonna be, 8 months until the next season, which does worry me quite a bit. But then also, it was 8 months between Master of the Mountain and the Island, so...
I mean, that's how long a normal TV show would be.
Yeah, it's just weird that we're gonna, be getting these... It's just gonna be, for Ninjago, it's gonna be a long down... Especially if next year, if they do it again, where it's a March release.
Yeah.
For the main wave, and it's January for Legacy. If that's the case again next year, it's going to be a lot of downtime. Something I thought would be cool, I don't know if this is going to happen, but if they did it like they did back in 2014 with Rebooted, if they release first half of the season now and then the other half in the summer,
I'd be okay with that.
I would love that. I think it would keep people interested in the show and
yeah,
theorizing and whatnot. But anyway, first 2 episodes are out. How did you feel about these 2 episodes, Matthew?
they're okay.
See, I enjoyed everything spoilers for the first 2 episodes of Seabound, by the way. I enjoyed pretty much all of it except for the stuff with Nia's mother.
Yeah, Nia's mother's... I agree. She was really annoying.
Yeah, I don't know about annoying. It just didn't... it felt odd to me. Yeah, it just... I don't know. It totally, it just didn't match with everything else, and I get they're going for the goofiness, and I'm okay with the goofiness, but I don't know, I like the goofiness where you got the villain named a Misdemeanor. I really liked that.
Yeah.
But no, it feel
you think she's related to Red Sun from
Yeah, maybe. The season seems like it's going to be quite lore heavy, which I enjoy. I like just seeing more about this world, and pretty cool. Kind of retconning, kind of explanation with the wind and water not being elements of the FSM.
Yeah.
Because there's been the whole thing for years, fans oh, why didn't Chen... Because Chen's whole thing was he was collecting all the elements, but he didn't have those too. So, I guess the explanation is they weren't part of the same, group of powers or whatever.
Which is kind of wacky to me, because water's, way more of a main element than, music.
Right, but then again, it kind of makes sense, too, the whole, ice and water both being separate elements, that these are elemental powers created by 2 different entities. And same thing as wind and lightning being different, because they're both, elements of the weather and the storm.
Yeah.
So, I like that. I think it's cool. It makes sense in universe, so...
In the universe, it makes more sense than just, not having an explanation.
Yeah. Yeah, I enjoyed these 2 episodes, I think. It's...
Agreed.
Setting up... It's slower paced than The Island, which I didn't mind The Island's faster paced, but this is definitely... It feels more like Ninjago to me. I feel like I say this every season, but this is, it reminds me of, season 1, just, setting up a mystery. They're going on adventures and like.
No, I after the really fast-paced episodes we had a couple weeks ago, I kind of like the slowing it down a bit.
And I also love just like the random B plots of the team splitting up to do different things. Like just seeing like Zane and Pixel go out to save like people in the middle of the ocean. That just felt like something you'd see in season 1, where like that kind of stuff happened.
It's something they would do in real life.
Yeah. Also, something really cool I liked is I like how they keep bringing back vehicles from previous seasons. Like,
agreed. That makes me kind of sad I didn't get some of them.
I know. Yeah, I'm very mixed on the whole like retaining the suits and vehicles thing, because it's not like, oh, it's vehicles from all different seasons. It's specifically season 11.
Yeah.
Those vehicles are appearing from, and the same thing with the suits. And there's a part of me that's like, you probably should have kept those on shelves then, or even like, could you imagine like something interesting they could do if like, I don't know. I think this may be the last season they use these suits. I'm not sure, but if they continue to use them going forward, I think something cool they could do is like, next year, like say for like the January wave or whatever, just re-release these suits and just have a much larger villain wave in terms of like the figures and the sets. I wouldn't mind that, because it gives like new fans a chance to get these suits and everything.
No, that would be cool. I don't think they do that though.
Yeah, and the annoying part is like the season 11 suits of like the past like 3 years, like the past 3 waves, are by far the hardest suits to get.
Yeah.
Like, those are white. Like, I think three of them were, no, hold on. Two of them were exclusive to a $130 set.
I know. No, those are the only ones I didn't complete from sets.
Yeah, which is kind of like, it's so much easier to get Prime Empire or Prime Empire, Master of the Mountain, the Island. They're all way easier to get. So,
Master of the Mountain, I have like 3 full sets of, except for Kai.
Yeah, Prime Empire, dude. Like, I have so many of that J. I have so many of that J.
J was super common, but like then Cole was exclusive to a set.
Well, Cole was in a $80 set and a $10 set.
Yeah.
And then Nia was only, Scott came in more sets than Nia.
I know.
And then Zane didn't come in any.
Oh yeah, but he didn't have that suit, so.
Yeah, I don't know, Prime Empire is such a strange wave.
It really is. I don't know. I finally have the full Master of the Mountain suits, which makes me very happy.
Yeah.
Because they're quite good altogether.
Yeah, for sure. I love the Master of the Mountain suits and how unique they are.
Agreed. Something I do kind of have a complaint about, though. Why did they only have 1 Gecko and 1 month's print?
I know, yeah. I think we talked about this before, but I think one of the biggest flaws with current Ninjago is the fact that the budget for the sets is split between Legacy and like main wave, so that like if you compare modern Ninjago to old Ninjago, you do get the same number of like new figures per wave, but the thing is like they can't introduce like 13 unique different types of villains in each wave, because they also have to have Ninjroids and skeletons and snakes and everything on shelves at the same time.
Yeah.
And I think they could do with splitting the budget, because...
Yeah, because like both of these came in the same set, and they're this figure.
No, it's Mert and Mo.
Yeah. It's... Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. I felt like the Island did a fairly decent job at having... That was also only 4 episodes long.
Yeah. For a 4-episode, like, mini arc, I was fine with the Island's figure distribution.
The Island is honestly a pretty great wave of sets. Like,
it is. The sets they stay winning.
Yeah, they do stay winning. But
also, the Island suits, like, wow, they're cool.
It's really sad that we're only ever going to see them for 4 episodes. Like,
I know.
I really wish they retained these for this season.
They're so much cooler. Like, I'm a little sick of them now.
Yeah, no, I have a feeling that like they've got to switch them next season, right? Because they can't just keep they're no longer advertising something that's on shelves. They're advertising a toy. They're advertising the aftermarket essentially by including the season 11 suits in the show.
Then the other side of that though is I don't mind it, because then it doesn't feel as much like an advertisement.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. It's. I think I've said it before, like, I don't mind them. I actually like the idea of them keeping the same suit. It's just I don't really like these suits that much.
Yeah.
And that's something like the Island, like, I feel like they could have kept those suits. Like, yeah, they fit the tropical theme, but they don't need to. Those would have worked, even if they just, like, removed the headbands or whatever. Like,
I would have liked them to have kept Master of the Mountain suits. That would have been cool.
yeah.
It's, like, really heavily armored.
And they just go underwater with them.
Yeah, they'd die because they'd sink to the bottom.
Oh, that'd be very sad.
Yeah, rest in peace.
Rest in peace. Anyway, Kai's dad is a gamer, which is pretty cool.
Yeah, Kai is a gamer, and so is Kai's dad.
Yeah.
If you think Kai's dad is a gamer, leave in the comments Kai gamer daddy.
Don't comment that. But yeah, anything else to say for these? We're probably gonna be talking about these for the next like 8 weeks, because I assume it's gonna be 2 episodes a week, 16 episodes. But yeah, I enjoyed them. I thought they were fun.
Yeah,
it makes me go, wow, I love Ninjago. Ninjago fun.
Actually, leave in the comments, wow, I like Ninjago. Ninjago fun with a heart.
Yeah. I want a misdemeanor minifigure.
Yeah.
That's such an awesome villain name, man.
It really is.
That's so cool.
I want Misdemeanor and Fugitive to get married.
This is what I mean. Like, I know I talk about this all the time, but like, I want a full season of just like those B plots. I want like a 4-episode Misdemeanor. Like just have the plot of the season be, hey, there was a prison break and there's 4 wacky villains got out, and we gotta track down each of them and see like what crazy plot they're thinking up. Like, that'd be so cool. I would love that.
Yeah, agreed. That's so fun.
Anyway, also in LEGO news this week is, we got golden Harry Potter minifigures revealed.
Yep.
Those rumors were correct for some reason.
Yeah.
Hold on. Oh, no, we're good. Okay. So, I got them up on screen right now so the viewers can see them. What are these?
They're collectibles, dude.
What? Why? Like, I have so many things I could say about these.
I don't know.
And so few of them are positive. Like,
they're okay.
They're okay, but they just don't make any sense. Like, why didn't they do classic figures like they did for Star Wars?
Yeah, that's what I don't understand.
And also, why Quirrell?
Okay, the selection is really weird.
Because when we first heard about Quirrell, right, my assumption was, oh, these are based on the first movie, right?
Yeah.
So they're not going to be, like, that's our Voldemort figure. But no, Voldemort is also a figure.
6 of these are from first movie, and then one of them is the 7th? Like, what? What is that?
I don't know. And then, like... So, I've seen people assuming that Dumbledore is going to be in the D2C set just like Wu was in the Ninjago one.
What do you think the D2C might be?
Ninjago City Hogwarts?
No, I was thinking it could be Gringotts, but I'm not sure.
Yeah, I don't know. Also, okay, another thing that really bothers me is if you go to, like, their Instagram where they, like, first revealed this, they say, celebrate 20 years of LEGO Harry Potter.
Yeah, there has not been 20 years.
Not only has there not been 20 years, there has not even been close to 20 years. I went and looked today, because I was like, I knew it wasn't, but I'm like, okay, maybe it was, like, 2 years off, like, overall. No,
it's like
12 years total, and one of those years, one set was released. So really 11 years. So they're closer to their 10 years than 20. Like, calling it 20th anniversary is one thing. And Asher Slash made a really good point on Twitter. He said, like, if this is 20 years of Harry Potter, why didn't we get 10 years of LEGO Batman in 2016?
Yeah.
Like, why didn't we get Batman anniversary? Like, and he has a point. Like, it had about the same gaps.
That would be like coming in 2013 and doing 10 years of LEGO Chima.
Exactly. That's exactly what I was going to say. Yeah, in 2020. It's like they brought Chima back next year, and then the following year they're like, celebrating 10 years of LEGO Chima.
Yeah.
Or even like Bionicle, let's say, because Bionicle's like a hot time. And it was around for, 10 years and then another one later on?
Yeah.
So, as long as Harry Potter, actually. So it's like if that Ideas project got approved, and they said, celebrating 20 years of Bionicle.
Yeah.
Like, no, it's not 20 years of Bionicle, it's Bionicle's 20th anniversary.
Exactly. This is really arguing semantics, which is not that important.
No, but it just bothers, like, why? I don't care.
Why couldn't they say 20th anniversary?
I don't know. And then, also, why are they gold? Why are they gold?
I don't know.
Like, we talked about this a little bit when they were rumored, but now that they're real, and I see what these look like, I just have so many, like, gold makes sense for Ninjago. Gold is a thing in Ninjago. Gold is not a thing in Harry Potter. What is the, like, significance of gold other than being shiny? Like...
It really just feels like a collectible for the sake of being a collectible.
Yeah, and then just, like, and then the selection, too. Quirrell, and then, like, all first-year suits. Like, I saw some people in the Ninjago world, like, really upset that, like, oh, why does Harry Potter get new golden face prints, but Ninjago didn't? But Ninjago has the same number of exclusive parts per figure.
Mm-hmm.
Because Ron, Harry, and Hermione are all identical in the torso.
Yeah.
And then most of them have unprinted legs.
I have to say, though, getting some of these pieces in gold is really cool.
Yeah, I saw... I doubt this will happen, but I saw someone say they were hoping for Yule Ball Harry in gold so that we can have Lloyd's hair in gold.
That would be... Why would they do Yule Ball Harry?
Yeah, I know. Like... Why would they do Quirrell?
True.
Like, I feel like even, like, McGonagall would be more interesting than Quirrell. Because she's, like, a character... Or Hagrid, Golden Hagrid, that'd be kind of awesome.
Especially because this McGonagall is so good.
Yeah. Like, nobody cares about Quirrell. He's just, like... He's from the worst Harry Potter movie, and that's it.
I don't think it's the worst Harry Potter movie.
I think it is.
It's a kid's movie, dude.
It is a kid's movie, and it's really dumb.
Yeah.
What one is worse?
I think the second one is the worst one.
I don't even remember the second one, so probably. Is that the time travel one, or is that the third one?
Third one is time travel.
What's the second one?
Second one is the giant snake.
I enjoyed that one. That's one where they kill the cat, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. That one's pretty cool.
I don't like Harry Potter until the fourth movie, honestly. Like, the beginning is so childish, and then it hits four, and it's like, let's kill a kid, and then it's like, oh, okay.
Alright, that's the one where Batman dies, right?
Yeah. No, but, like, it's really kind of a jarring shift. It's like, kids movie, murder a student.
Yeah. And an 18-year-old, like, dates, like, a 12-year-old in that movie or something.
Yeah, I think he's 18 or 19, and Hermione's, like, 14.
You're right? Because they're 10 in the first movie, so she would be 13 by the fourth.
No, they're 11 in the first movie.
Oh, okay, so she'd be 14. Ew.
Thanks, J.K. Rowling.
We love J.K. No, we don't. I can't even joke about that. We do not love J.K. Rowling.
Well, but back to the golden figures. Something else that I'm curious about. What are some of these going to come in?
The girls' bathroom.
No, okay, so we know 4 of 6 of them will come in sets that we know about. But where are 2 of them, and which 2 are they? I think I've heard rumors that Quirrell's going to come in some kind of Quidditch set, which is interesting, but, like, what does that mean? I don't want to.
Bro, why didn't we get Draco? Why did we not get Draco over Quirrell?
Yeah. I didn't even think of that. Yeah.
Because I agree that there is probably a 7th one, just like Ninjago had a secret 7th, but where... What? Like, why is Quirrell one of the... Like, I guarantee, if you ask anybody to name their, like, top... Like, the 7 most iconic Harry Potter characters, 0 people would say Quirrell in there.
I'd probably say Quirrell, Professor Sprout, Professor Sinestra.
Cho Chang.
Cho Chang, 100%. Dumbledore's brother, the Goat Man. I don't remember his name.
The Snape dressed like Neville's grandma.
Yeah. No, not Snape dressed as Neville's grandma. Neville's grandma.
Molly Weasley, I'd say.
Yeah. Closely followed by Kingsley.
Kingsley Shacklebolt.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm really disappointed we did not get a Golden Cho Chang minifigure.
I'm surprised knowing Harry Potter Lego.
Why did she come in so many sets? Making that joke, I think, like, Neville would have been better than Quirrell. Hagrid.
Agreed.
Draco is obvious. Like,
Draco. It is weird.
Yeah. But we'll see. Whatever. I cannot believe this is real. I don't know what Legos do. We're getting golden minifigure stands. That's cool.
Yeah, that's cool.
My main question is whether Ninjago or Harry Potter is going to get the land set this year.
What?
The land Christmas set this year.
Oh, hopefully Ninjago.
I hope Ninjago. I have a feeling it'll be Harry Potter, just though I don't know, but
maybe it'll be both.
Yeah. Yeah.
Lego should send me that this year.
Yeah. Listen, this will be going up the day after your first video goes up on the channel.
Oh yeah.
So we don't know the response to that yet, but maybe the Brix by Mine channel is gonna blow up this summer. Okay, where I'm gonna get 100 million subscribers. Okay. And then you're gonna start your channel, and then you're gonna get so big you're gonna apply to land yourself.
I don't think I'll be able to do that in time.
Before December. Yes, you will, Matthew. It's possible.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Anything's possible if you believe in yourself.
Okay.
Actually, wait, when was I know you applied to land before and got rejected, right?
Yeah.
When was that? Because I think you have to wait a year.
It was April.
Okay. So, yeah, you can apply again.
Yeah.
Apply with a Windrunner Matt YouTube channel.
I'd want to grow my channel more.
Yeah.
Like, I'd probably want to get to at least 10,000 subscribers first.
Yeah.
And I'll see what happens. Maybe one day I'll be in the land myself. But until then, I'm only Brix by Mine's assistant.
Yes. You are. So if you're on the Brix by Mine channel, does that make you Brix?
Yeah, I'm Brix, guys.
Yeah. And I'm Mind. Now we just need a buy. Guys, if you're bi, let me know in the comments. Okay, let's move on to the next topic.
Please leave that in.
Let's move on to the next topic. With context, that joke is really funny.
Yeah.
Without context, that sounds really weird.
It's still really funny, though. I want someone to clip that. If you're bi, let me know in the comments.
Alright, let's move on to the next topic. Alright, so, also in LEGO news, LEGO doesn't know how to do a product release at all.
Because they've still not revealed these.
Not only have they not revealed, they've not revealed these, land members aren't allowed to review them yet, and they're just being sold. Yep. I don't know how, I was thinking about it. I don't think a single set this year has come out without leaking first.
Nope.
The space shuttle I think is the closest, but I believe that leaked an hour early.
Oh wow!
Because a land member forgot to adjust for time zones and published their article an hour before they were supposed to.
Nice. Did they get in trouble?
I think they apologized and everything. Because it was an honest mistake, but that was their article, they posted theirs, and then all the leak accounts posted it before actual land members could post anything, so. But, yeah, this is by far the most absurd one.
So we don't know anything about them.
What?
Like, the Looney Tunes CMF.
Yeah.
When are they coming out?
No, I believe it's May 1st. Yeah, these figures, I like them a lot. I think they look really good. Especially Petunia Pig, my favorite character.
Absolutely. I didn't even know her name was Petunia.
I think that. I'm actually not positive. I think that's her name.
Oh.
Yeah, these are really good figures.
Yeah, they are.
I just still can't believe LEGO let these get out and have not revealed them. And I don't, how would you be such a big company and have all these, licensing deals and not know how to keep these things under wraps? I know leaks happen, but come on. There's gotta be, LEGO's so bad at it.
They're worse than most companies, dude.
They're so bad at it. Other companies have occasional product leaks, but not this many. And it's not just like, oh, someone stole a minifigure from the factory. Like, that's a leak that, okay, like, it doesn't reveal that. But, dude, this is a whole, like, product. A huge product with, like, a huge IP crossover that hasn't even been revealed being sold.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't tell I think some of it's got to do with COVID, because I assume these things are being shipped out a little bit earlier than they normally would be.
Yeah.
But, oh my, like, the past year has been terrible. Like...
Yeah.
Anyway, these were officially sold, so we can talk about them. These figures look really good. I really like these.
I'm shocked by how much I like them, being as I have zero interest in Looney Tunes, but I'm probably going to get like 10 of 12.
They start off with the most important figure, Lola Bunny. I know you really like Lola Bunny, Matthew.
Yeah, man.
She looks good though. I'm kind of surprised they included her, but I guess she makes sense.
I'm gonna pull the pictures up real quick.
I have the pictures up right now.
Okay. All right, let's go.
All right, so Lola Bunny.
Is that like from Space Jam?
Yeah, well, she was introduced in Space Jam. She did just become an actual Looney Tunes character, though.
Okay.
Yeah, she looks good. They did her well. Next, we have Big Chungus.
I want this figure.
I will be getting multiples of this figure to build a Chungus army.
How do you build a Big Chungus? Like, how do you make a Big Chungus Lego figure?
I don't know. I'm gonna have to figure it out. Trust me, I will be releasing a tutorial on my channel of how to make a Lego Big Chungus.
I might make one too, and we can compare.
Yo, I just... That's this year's Comic-Con exclusive minifigure from LEGO. Is an official LEGO Big Chungus.
I would absolutely love that.
That would go for so much money on the aftermarket.
Oh.
That would be like the one Comic-Con figure I would actually buy.
How much would you pay for Big Chungus?
$4,000.
Oh, wow.
That's about as much as I made in my entire career on YouTube, but I think it's worth it.
Nice. Yeah, definitely.
Next we have...
Is there a picture of, like, the minifigure sheet?
Yeah, if Brix has it.
Okay. Oh, okay.
That's what I'm looking at.
Cool, I'm going to pull that up.
Okay. Next on the list we have Wiley Coyote, who, I feel like some of these characters don't necessarily lend themselves to being minifigures.
Which one is Wiley Coyote?
He's the third one, the Coyote.
That head is really cool, though.
It is a really cool head. I think... I'm very mixed on some of these. Like, he definitely looks good, but the next one's more what I'm talking about. But, yeah, I like him. The head's really intricate,
Agreed.
But I think it looks good. Next one, though, the Roadrunner, I don't know how I feel about this one. The head's...
Is that like the bird?
Yeah.
I love that one.
The head's good, but, like, he's an actual bird, so, like, in Looney Tunes, so seeing him in, like, minifigure form is a little bit strange.
Yeah.
But, yeah, he's alright. I like the head.
Yeah.
The head mold's good, and I like the new tailpiece it looks like, but... next is Tweety Bird, right? That's this character's name?
This one's a little funky looking.
Yeah, this one definitely... I feel like it should have been an accessory with Sylvester the cat.
Agreed.
Because then they would have been scaled correctly, and she wouldn't have looked like... Because she's a bird. She is an actual bird. She's not a human.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's a bit odd, not gonna lie. The head's good, but the rest, she just doesn't lend to the minifigure body very well. Sylvester, pretty good. Pretty good.
I don't know their names.
He's the cat next to her.
Okay.
He's pretty good. I don't really have any complaints. Accessories a little lame, but...
Yeah.
Like, I feel like I don't feel like he's an interesting enough character to justify a lame accessory. Like, the Big Chungus coming with a carrot's fine, because, like, he's an iconic character, but I don't think Sylvester's interesting enough to justify just coming with a bat, but I think the figure's quite good. Next we have, Daffy Duck?
What?
Daffy Duck?
That's a Disney character.
Is it? What's this one's called?
I don't know.
I thought it was Daffy Duck.
I don't know.
Hold on, Matthew. Are you messing with me?
No, I'm not. I don't know what his name is.
No, his name is Daffy Duck. I was correct. Okay. I think you're thinking of Donald Duck and his girlfriend, who is Daisy Duck?
Oh, maybe.
I don't know. I forget what her name is, but this is Daffy Duck. Who, he looks really good. I think he's pretty perfect.
I want that one just because I like the rabbit season.
I wish Chungus came with the duck season sign though. It would have been cool if to get both.
Yeah.
Then we have Speedy Gonzales.
I
Which
like that one a lot.
I love this one. This one's cool. And I like the cheese slopes of actual cheese. I
Agreed.
think that's really funny. Next, we have the Tasmanian Devil, who's probably the best one in the series.
Oh, I like that one, but I don't think it's the best. It's very good, though.
I just think it, like, perfectly captures the character. Like, I don't think they could have done him any better. Then we have a Marvin the Martian.
I love that one. I love that figure.
I like it. See, it's a double. Like, I wish these were not $5, man, because, like, I like him, but, man, paying $5 for an unprinted torso is so lame.
Yeah, no, I do agree, but it is still a good
Like,
figure.
I remember when the first Disney CMF came out and the Mickey Mouse figure had an unprinted torso. I was like, man, like, I don't like paying for this.
Yeah,
And that's when they were $4. Yeah, I don't know. But he does look good. I do like him. The eyes are really interesting, but they're how they should look.
Yeah.
Then next we have everybody's favorite figure, Petunia Pig.
I think Petunia Pig is the only one I won't buy.
Yeah, no, she's definitely the worst in the series, like, by far.
Honestly, I kind of like that there's only 12 in this series.
Yeah, it works. There's definitely some characters that were left out. Elmer Fudd, I think, is a big one.
What does that character look like?
He's the guy that Big Chungus is mocking in the original Big Chungus scene. You know, when he's the guy who you've seen the original scene, right?
I didn't even know that was an actual thing in the show.
Oh, yeah. Big Chungus comes from a scene where Bugs Bunny is imitating Elmer Fudd.
Does he say Big Chungus?
No, Big Chungus is just like a random string of words.
Okay.
He's a big one, and I think I'm not the world's biggest Looney Tunes fan, but there's definitely some others that are not here, which are disappointing. But they definitely hit the main ones. I think Fudd over Petunia Pig would have been nice though, because I think she's only here to up the female count in the series, which makes sense. I get it. Like, it's not but it's not Lego's fault that Looney Tunes only has male characters.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I don't care for Petunia Pig. She's not iconic. She's just Porky Pig with hair.
I like Porky Pig's legs.
Porky Pig's really, really good. I like that figure a lot.
Yeah.
And he's got the "That's All Folks" sign, which is really good.
I don't know. I think these are really good minifigures.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't have any like huge complaints with the series. I think it's a quite good one, and I am building a Chungus army.
Yeah.
I am going to go to like that could be like a really fun like vlog I could do in the summer, like making a Lego Chungus army, and it's just me like going to different like Targets and Walmarts and filling out minifigure packets to get every Bugs Bunny figure I can find.
I'm gonna build a Lola Bunny army.
And then we can meet up and we can have them fight. And then kiss.
Oh wow. No, don't mess with me with army building, because I will win. I will win. If we're gonna have an army building battle, I'm gonna win.
But Matthew, I think you forget that I'm gonna be building Big Chungus.
So?
You can only have so many Lola Bunnies. You can have infinite Big Chungus.
I don't actually want a lot of Lola Bunnies.
Well, I actually want a bunch of Big Chungus, so I will win.
Can I build a Big Chungus army too?
Sure.
I wouldn't mind getting like 100 of them.
So now we're going to talk about the Space Jam trailer.
No, we're not. We are going to talk about the Marvel CMF.
Oh yeah, the Marvel CMF. This is coming from a text-based rumor that is on every Instagram page. That is my source. Every Instagram page.
Yep.
If the Lego Master Network needs a more specific source, I could give you one, but I can promise it's on every single Lego Instagram page right now. Anyway, there is a text-based rumor right now, which, to be fair, this is one that I'm not positive is going to be correct, because I feel like a lot of these rumor accounts with these sets have been changing their story like every 3 days about like what's in what. So this while I know the Marvel CMF is most likely happening, I think this part of the rumor could very likely be false.
Yeah.
But it's rumored to be based on Disney Plus exclusively.
Yeah.
Which I'm okay with, I think.
I am okay with it if they give us all the characters we need.
Yeah.
I hope we get at least one Wanda, at least one Vision. I think we need Monica. I think we need crazy lady.
If we get an X-Men Quicksilver, that would be kind of epic.
I don't think we would.
Oh, but I want one.
I have not watched Falcon, but I don't know.
Oh, I thought you were watching that.
No, I'm not.
Oh, okay.
I might watch it when it's done if people say, like, you need to watch it, but...
Yeah, no, my roommate's watching it, but I am not.
And then I'm gonna assume it's also gonna be based on, like, we're gonna get Loki stuff, because Loki comes out in June.
Yeah, people are saying What If as well, but I'm sorry, I don't think so. Like...
I don't know What If will.
And even if they do, those are the figures I'm not going to care about. Like, I don't need zombie Captain America.
Yeah.
That's kind of dumb.
America was a zombie.
But, yeah, I just want WandaVision figures because I like that show.
Agreed.
And I want Ralph B.
Me too. What's his last name?
Ralph B.
That reminds me of something I'll tell you what after we're done.
I'm scared to know. All right. Anything else in Lego? Oh, we had the Marvel mech set. There's a new Marvel set randomly dropped on Lego.com on April 1st.
Is it available?
It's not available, but it's like coming soon.
Okay.
By the way, I like that reveal. That's an actually cool reveal tactic. I like that Lego's just posting things on their own website. I hate that like Lego reveals like, hey, here's our huge wave of sets. It's gonna sell for millions of dollars. Random German retailer posted it first. Like, what is that?
Yeah.
And like I've like been to like LAN meetings about like leaks and stuff, and no, that's intentional. Like the retailers are told they could post things like up to, I think, with a month before release. So
why?
It's just whatever retailer posts it first. But why doesn't LEGO just post it like as soon as they're allowed to? Like, I don't get it. Like, that's such a cool reveal. Just April 1st, suddenly boom, random Marvel set we never seen before. That's awesome. I love that. Like, could you imagine if that's how we learned about Ninjago sets and it wasn't just like Just Too Good makes a video. Hi, so toysforfun.nz just posted a 240p image of the new Hydro bounty, and it's just like, what do I do about this? Like,
yeah. But let's talk about the set because it's really good.
It's just two of the Marvel mechs. I think it's cool.
I know, but like I like them. They're good.
Yeah.
They're cool. They're fun.
I don't have much to say. I like that Spider-Man has both arm printing and dual molded legs. That's
I know.
really
I
cool.
think I'm gonna get this. I think I'm gonna get this set.
I probably won't get it, but I think it's cool.
I don't have a forearm man, so.
Oh, I just got my first Doc Ock.
Yeah, I'd like to have one of those. And this is a much better set than the Monster Truck.
Yeah.
But yeah, I like it. It's fun, it's funky, it's fresh, you know.
We have a few questions from the community if we want to talk about them.
Okay, I don't want to answer them, so let's cut to the end.
Okay, thank you everyone for watching.
I'm joking.
I know, I'm kidding. Let's see. Not sure if this is coming from Henry. Not sure if this has been asked. What are your thoughts on Bionicle as a story theme, as well as any construction themes?
So, I don't know the Bionicle story.
I got like a Bionicle novel as a kid, and it was so bad that like I didn't want to continue reading it. But I felt bad because my mom spent money to buy me the book, so I like pretended to be reading it for like months, and then she's like, "You're not reading it, are you?" I'm like, "No, it's not good." She's like, "It's okay, you don't have to read it." Because I think like
How long was it?
It wasn't very long. But I just like I continued reading other books instead of that because I was like a big reader as a kid, and I think the reason I was so like particular about it is because like we were at a bookstore when I was a kid, and I was like, "Oh, Mom, it's a Lego book, and I get it." And she's like, "It costs money." I'm like, "Please, I promise I'll read it." And she's like, "Okay, fine, you can get it." And then I could not get anywhere. To be fair, I was young, and I probably would have liked it more if I knew any of the lore, but it was probably like the 5th book in a random series.
Yeah.
So I knew nothing about the characters or anything, but that's my only experience with the Bionicle story. Also, completely random, I don't know if I'm just an idiot, but I did not realize Bionicle and Construction were two different building systems.
Wait, really?
Yeah. Or sorry, yeah. I didn't know Bionicle and CCBS were two different building systems.
I don't think they are.
No, they are.
What?
CCBS is like
Character creature building.
Yeah, that's literally post Bionicle character creature building. It's like those are the parts that use the ball joints but are more in line with system. It's like the stuff that like the 20 like the
Okay, so CCBS is like brick integrated action figures.
not necessarily brick integrated, but it's like the ones it's hard to explain. Like, remember Bionicle had like really specialized pieces where it'd be like a knee with like a bunch of holes in it, right? And it would like that's not CCBS. It's like a lot of very common joints with like armor that attaches to it.
Okay.
So I believe that started with here. I think Hero Factory was the first CCBS theme, and then like the buildable figures were too. Stuff like the thing coming to mind is Jay's Electromech from 2015 uses CCBS parts.
Okay.
So that I didn't know those were two. Apparently you didn't either. Yeah, I didn't know those were two different.
Where'd you find that out?
I made my comparison of the Jay's Electromechs to each other, and I mentioned that they used Bionicle joints, and many people in the house like, that's not Bionicle, that's CCBS. They're two different building systems. So I was like, oh, okay, jeez.
I don't think they are.
No, they are. They are. I looked into it. It is like if you look up CCBS, it says like introduced in 2011 or something.
Huh.
Yeah, I don't know what the original Bionicle
Bionicle is Construction, though.
What?
Bionicle is Construction.
Yeah, I think Construction would fall under Bionicle. Construction would cover both, but CCBS is only...
Okay, so it's like the square rectangle thing?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think Construction is literally any action figure that you build.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, so...
Model kit action figures are Construction figures.
Whoever thought of that name, must be really cool.
Oh, yeah.
Alright, this next question comes in from David Daniels. How do you handle dusting your LEGO collections, if at all?
I don't.
Yeah, so if I'm actively using a set, especially like something that's like sits on my desk, I'll dust actively. And by actively I mean like once or twice, like once every month or two. But like my main shelves, like I don't dust unless like, oh hey, I'm getting this set out for an Instagram post or a YouTube video or something. I'll dust it then, obviously, but yeah, I don't consistently dust, because most of the time I'm not touching things for months or years on end, so...
Yeah.
Yeah.
I used to dust pretty vigilantly when I was in high school, but I have thousands of dollars worth of Lego that I do not have time to dust.
How do you get so much Lego? Are you rich?
I'm rich, yeah.
Okay. See, now I am. How do I get so much Lego? Am I rich? Except the answer is still no. That's actually not how I get it. I get it because the Lego Ambassador Network said
No, the answer is I have no responsibilities and only pay for Lego.
Yeah. I'm gonna ask this question, and I want to see your response. So this comes in from Bingus, fan of the show, Bingus, who asks, "What is the stickiest Lego set ever?"
What does that mean?
What is the stickiest Lego set, Matthew?
I don't know what that means. Okay, you know what? The stickiest Lego set ever?
Be very careful with this answer, Matthew.
Probably the 2013 Lord of the Rings set with the spiders.
Why, because spider webs are sticky?
Yes.
Okay, I was gonna say the Mystery Machine from 2015, because that has a lot of stickers in it, so it would be quite sticky.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I could have said something way worse, but I'm not going.
Yep, you're not going to. Okay, we're gonna move on now. All right, I think that's about good for fan questions. Thank you everybody for submitting questions. If you want your topic talked about in next week's episode, stay tuned for the community tab post that I'll probably post before we film. It'll go up like Sunday or Monday or Tuesday or something. Stay tuned. But
yeah, no, stay tuned for me to review stuff.
Yeah, so Matthew had a review. His first review go up yesterday, or first video actually. Yeah, no, first review went up yesterday.
I don't know what it was, but it's there.
I think it's gonna be your Pivot Drives review. So if you want to see Matthew review a set on the Brix by Mind channel, go check it out. And tomorrow there should also be another Matthew review because he's got the Tuesday-Thursday slot because that's when I.
Dude, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday is like Matthew.
I know it's you got the middle of the week and I got the weekends.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's you. I actually might change it for you to be Monday, Thursday instead, so that it's like you, me, podcast, you, me, you.
Okay.
So it might switch up, but right now you're Tuesday, Thursday because that's.
Okay, wait. It kind of makes more sense to have me. We'll talk about this off stream.
Okay. But anyway, Matthew's got videos on the channel now. Matthew is an official part of the Brix by Mind channel. Matthew is Brix by Mind now. So.
Yep.
check out his videos. That's what I'm going to do for
Matthew-
this week's episode of the
Matthew's
podcast.
Part of land now.
If you enjoyed this podcast, press like, subscribe if new, become a YouTube member, join button. Thank you to the channel members, especially the Pyro tier above. You guys are very cool. Alright, we'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Hey, Matthew.
Hello.
Check out this plane. Yeah, but does yours come with Lego minions? Wait, where are my... Matthew, I lost my minions.
Sure does.
Now your plane's cooler than mine.